Lads and lasses, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Touchline Facts. First and foremost, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Turn on them post notifications so you don't miss a video on this channel or a live stream or whatever I'm doing on this channel. And today we've got something new for you guys. Got some new content, a new video idea. I have sort of copied this off a lot of people. A lot of people do this, don't they? But we're going to be discussing 5 things we learned from the recent Manchester United game, which in this video, in this case, is the recent FA Cup loss on penalties to Fulham, which it still hurts. It's still annoying. It's pretty much the season over. The season was over anyways. Let's have it right. But do you get what I'm saying? We would have been nice to at least get to a quarter final, see if we can get to the semis, whatever. But anyways, as I say, subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you like this. If you don't, let me know. Just let me know what you think in the comments. Road to 400 subs. We're 17 off there. Bosh. Starting off with the first thing we learned. Leny Yoro, he will be a future star for Manchester United. This guy will be a starting centre-half in trophy-winning teams if we build around him and use him correctly. This guy is elite. He's an elite talent. And when Leny Yoro did first sign for Man United, I was bantering because obviously Liverpool were looking at him, Real Madrid wanted him, but I never watched him. I never pretended I watched him. I never pretended I knew anything about the geezer because I don't sit there and watch Lille play fucking, I don't know, Toulouse or what's the other team, Nice or something. I don't watch them. So I'm not going to sit and pretend I do. I'm not going to watch comps on them because a comp can make a player look good and it can make a player look bad. I'd rather wait till I've seen of him. I saw him in the first few months at Man United, looked a bit shaky. But, since he started to get a bit more consistent minutes and he started easing him back from his injury, he's been absolutely brilliant. He's probably our best centre-back in terms of on the ball, in terms of composure, bar Lisandro Martinez. If you look at the way that he plays through the lines, very composed. He has a player pressing him. He finds the pass. He's good at getting the ball and driving with it. He's got good recovery pace, which is very good use. So sometimes yesterday we got caught out on the counter and then Yoro's recovery pace made up for it. He's going to be a star. He's going to be a top quality centre-half. You know what I'm saying? We need to make sure we preserve him. We build around him. We give him the right centre-back partnerships. We give him the right guidance, the right leadership, all that stuff. We need to do this because this guy is going to be a proper player. Moving on, though. Moving on. Cheeto should start every single game from now to the end of the season ahead of Leny Yoro, Rasmus Højlund. Cheeto come on for what, 20 minutes in normal time, 20 minutes. He generated 2 big chances in that time. I believe it was 2 when it was 2 big chances, 2 clear-cut chances in that time. All right, he missed them. Cool, but at least he generated them. That's the main worry. The main worry is not missing the chances. That is a worry in itself, but that is not the main worry. The main worry is not generating the chances. Do you know what I'm saying? Cheeto generates the chances, and he's absolutely put to bed the myth that Rasmus Højlund set with, oh, where's his service? Well, if he had better movement, like Cheeto did, Cheeto got himself into good positions. Do you get what I'm saying? Sometimes his touch let him down. Sometimes his composure let him down. He probably could have got a penalty, to be honest with you, when he had Calvin Bassey holding on to him in the box. If he goes down there, he probably wins a penalty. He said he went for the goal and he miskicked it. All right, cool, that happens. He could end up being a top player. We don't know, so he could end up being a top player. But whether he's going to be a top player or not, I still think we should give him a go. I think I've seen enough from him in that game to know that I reckon he will maybe not score. He might not score, but he will at least generate chances. And I believe that's for example, you could generate a chance, you spank it off the goalkeeper, the keeper saves it and spills it, and then Garnacho or Bruno is up there to clean it. He hasn't got the goal for that. He hasn't even got the assist for it. But, that's what happens. When you take shots and you take risk at times, you never know. If you don't shoot, you don't score. That's the point. And he does get into positions and he has created not created chances, but like strikers do need to create their own service, don't they? They do need to. Do you know what I'm saying? They need to have good movement. They need to have well-timed runs and decent touch. And he's already looked like that. For me, fundamentally, looked better than Rasmus Højlund, in my personal opinion. But yeah, do you know what I'm saying? So spending 72 million on Rasmus Højlund was probably one of the worst deals Manchester United have ever done. And that's saying something, isn't it? With the amount of money we've splashed over the past 10 years. And yeah, he has 2 league goals in what we in? We're in fucking March. He's not scored in 18 games. He scored in 9, I think, or maybe 11. Maybe 11 league games out of, I think, about 50 plus games, something along them lines since the start of last season. He's scored in 11 league games. He is bad. And Cheeto can't do any worse. In fact, I think actually Cheeto's better. I think I've seen enough to know Cheeto's better. Do you know what I'm saying? Number 3. Garnacho. Garnacho, the diva himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Needs to be sold. He needs to be sold. We need to sell Garnacho now. When Napoli came in with 40 million euros, or was it pounds, whatever one it was. Either way, it's an absolute steal for us. We should have stole. We should never have, that deal or no deal. We did a steal thing. We should have just stole the money, bruv, and gave him it. We should have just done that, because this guy is no good. No good. One of the most overgassed, overrated, overhyped players I've ever seen play for my football club. Why? Because he's got a nice haircut. Oh, he's got a jawline. He wears Ronaldo boxers. Oh, he's young. He's got a Ronaldo fetish. Do you know what I'm saying? 0 goals, 0 assists in the Premier League under Ruben Amorim. He's got 1 assist and 0 goals in all comps, I believe. I know I think maybe he did score in the Europa League as well. So yeah, he might have a few more, right? Do you know what I'm saying? In 7. This is a stat I've got up, by the way. I put it on my Twitter. It's actually pinned on my Twitter. 7 out of 62 league games he scored in. He's scored in 7 out of 62 league games since the start of last season. 7 out of 62. Don't even need context for that. I can give you more context. But 7 league games out of 62, this guy's scored in. He's not even scored in, if he scored in 20, so a third of the league games, you could maybe sit there and go, young player, and he's scored in 7 out of 62 league games. And people are sitting there waffling this geezer's any good. Oh, but he generates shots. Does anyone know his expected XG yesterday? His expected chance creation. Do you know what I'm saying? How many shots did he generate yesterday? Because he went through clear cut twice, and he should have scored. Realistically, I'm not going to blame him, for the whole thing. It's not his fault that the other players couldn't score penalties. Not his fault other players couldn't score goals. But it's his fault why he couldn't score those 2 chances he had where he went through. And the other ones, you know what I'm saying? Can't hit a ball hard, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? As I say, my sister could hit a ball harder than him, and she's 3. Pathetic. Not to mention his attitude, of course, as well. Can't forget that. But we won't get into that. His brother's antics on Twitter. Do you know what I'm saying? We need to just bin this guy, bruv. Let's get rid of this geezer. Let's scam my club. If we can get 40 million for him in the summer, just get it done, mate. Honestly, Ineos, trust me, I'm a brother. You are not getting shafted, bro. You are not getting shafted. You're not getting Man United tax. You are getting like a deal that I think I would take the hand off, bro. I would take their hand off. They offered me 40 million for him. I would have done that in the January. I would have sold him in the summer. I would have sold him. I've been on this geezer's case. I've been telling you he's not good since I started this channel, since I first saw him. Absolutely no good. Do you know what I'm saying? Absolutely no good. But number 4, Diogo Dalot does not suit this system. I must be sold in the summer. Let's have it right. He couldn't cross a road blocked up with stop oil protesters. He's been arguably the worst player under Ruben Amorim. Arguably the worst player. And I don't think that is also because he's not a wing-back, which I did say. You go back and look at my videos from last year, I always said his attacking was inconsistent. His build-up is elite. That's one thing about Dalot people confuse. They confuse being, because they've got low IQ, they confuse being good on the ball, which he is. He's very good on the ball. And good in the final third and attacking areas. Going forward. He's good at build-up. Go look at the FA Cup final goal. I think it was the second one. Was it the second one? It might have been. No, it was the first one with the Gavardiel header in Garnacho's. Bang, ping the ball across field, bang, like that. How many times have we seen Dalot drop into midfield when he was playing as a fullback, an actual fullback rather than a wingback, and he was involved in build up rather than going forward? He was always decent, always good. But at the end of the day, when you play him out of position, and I've always said his crossing, his shooting's never been good. I can't remember the last time he scored a goal. I think it might have been. I don't know. When was the last time he scored a goal? Was it Brighton last season? Even then, he scores 1 or 2 a season. That ain't good enough for a wing back. You need at least 7 or 8 probably from a wing back, plus another 7 or 8 assists. Not good. Needs to be sold, in my opinion. I'd honestly put him centre back for the rest of the season. I'd give him a go at centre back. I'd put Mazraoui at wing back or something along them lines. I'd try something like that, Dorgu and then Mazraoui, whatever. I'd try something like that. Desperately need to sell him. He's a good player though. I do think like maybe the perception on him will not warrant money, but I promise you, if he was in the Man City team at right back, playing that inverted role and all that bollocks, Pep would love him because he can defend as well. Let's have it right. He can defend. Not elite, but he can defend. But not as a wing back, not an Amorim system. Time to get rid. And I like Gallo, but time to get rid, man. And lastly, number 5. Number 5 is that we will never, ever, ever be a top team with Andre Onana as the goalkeeper. He had a great start to the season, but I've seen enough. He's had too many of these bozo moments. Do you know what I'm saying? But even yesterday, I don't think it was a bozo moment for that goal. You could argue for the penalties. I don't. He got sent. Did he get sent for every penalty apart from the Burge one? Yeah, but anyways, bozo moments. But even yesterday wasn't a bozo moment. I just think he's just not suited to be a top-class goalkeeper. He's had an identity crisis because you watch him play and you look, or so you watch him play. You look at him when you watch him play as well. His arms are so short and he's 6 foot. Do you get what I'm saying? So he's already not got a good starter pack for a goalkeeper. You want your goalkeeper to at least be 6'3" and have, long arms. He doesn't have long arms. He has short arms and he's 6 foot. Not good. Do you get what I'm saying? Plus then you factor in, when the ball comes into the box, you're expecting your goalkeeper to be commanding. One thing we always criticised David De Gea for was he's never off his line, glued to his line. Onana's the same. Onana's glued to the white line, bruv. Pablo Escobar settings. He is glued to the white line, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Moving like a crackhead at a football game. Do you get what I'm saying? One of them sniff heads, bruv. Just sitting there glued to the white line. Do you know what I mean? He is not... We will never, ever, ever, as a football team, be the top level with Andre Onana in goal, in my personal opinion. But yeah, you couldn't claim a skin on Fortnite. Let's have it right. Subscribe if you're new. I know that probably wasn't the greatest. It's my first ever time doing this, so I'm not that comfortable, not that knowing of things like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But let me know what you thought of it. Let me know if you think I should do it again. Subscribe if you're new, as I say. Like the video, and yeah, up the Reds. Bosh.